Mind is very simple for me, because if you take away your attention, it just dies. California may be beautiful, but people can be in hell, isn't it? Within themselves, in their experience, in their homes, in their situations, they can create hell for themselves. Everybody must do a little bit of engineering within themselves to see that being peaceful and joyful is not a challenge. Once this happens, your intelligence will function in a completely different way. Namaskaram, every.
Hi, Sadhguru. Thank you for sitting down here. So I want to jump right in, and there's a quote from Yogananda. He says, "You can control a mad elephant, you can walk in water and live in fire, but control of the mind is better and more difficult." And I've certainly found that for myself. I spend so much time wrestling with my mind, I hardly have the energy to dance with life. Why is it so hard for us to manage our mind as people?
I have no such problem because I lost it long time ago. When you don't have it, you don't have to control it, you know. Because it's a very impaired notion that people think intelligence is somewhere here. This is a living cosmos. It's an intelligent cosmos. We are just tiny, one tiny product, minuscule product. And now we think we have so much intelligence and we have to control it, manipulate it, use it. I have no such issues, I gave it up long time ago. So, mad elephant I wouldn't want to control because I've seen them, what they can do. Mind is very simple for me, because if you take away your attention, it just dies. If you keep your attention and try to control it, that's crazy. So, why is human mind an issue? Your mind is just an antenna, not the source of intelligence. Intelligence is everywhere. Unfortunately, people who are deprived of basic ease in their life have described the source of creation, or they say God is peace. Those who are deprived of love in their life, they say God is love. Those who have fallen in their lives, they say God is compassion. But if you're none of these, but you understand the idea of God has entered human mind only because before you and me came, there was so much creation. We know we didn't make it. So, when we cannot figure who made all this, somebody makes up a simple story, there is one big man sitting up there who makes all this. Well, today women are arguing, why can't it be a woman? This argument is going on everywhere, different things. I must tell you this. In some of the southern churches, these arguments going on. Why can't God be a woman? As you know, a couple of elections ago you tried to settle it. You know what happened? Last election, why couple? And there are arguments like this. You heard of Idi Amin, the Uganda man? Idi Amin declared God is black. I also agree with him. Because if a white man can have a white God, why can't a black man have a black God? What's the problem? But you know, white people, black people, they have not seen God because only messengers and sons came to these parts of the world. In India, we know God is brown because Indians believe God landed in India himself, not his son, not his messenger, himself 9 times. 9 times he came to India. So Indians, especially Indians who are living outside the country, are very proud of this. God came to our land himself 9 times. So I keep reminding them, that is because God wouldn't trust anybody with Indians. He wanted to do the job hands-on. So he himself came 9 times and failed. Failure is obvious. 9 or 10 times you can debate, but failure is obvious. What I'm saying is, the idea of God or a certain source which could be in some human form or animal form or whatever has essentially come because you've not paid attention to the creation. The idea has come only because you have no explanation for the creation. But if you pay enough attention, we don't know God loves you or not, we don't know whether God is peaceful or not, we don't know whether God is compassionate or not. But if you pay attention to this flower or this leaf or a blade of grass, you can see whoever created this is brilliant. Simply no question. Everywhere you see, every atom you see, it's intelligence, intelligence, intelligence. But nobody said God is intelligence. That's the biggest mistake we've made. We said all kinds of things, whatever we need. We say God is wealth if you are poor. If you are hungry, you say God is food. If you have backache, you'll say God is health. Everybody, whatever they're deprived of, they will make it into that. Leave all these things, just take one piece of creation, take an ant and pay attention to him. You will see it's a most brilliant creation. But we never said God is intelligence. So, this is a living intelligence, everything here, this very cosmos. In this, where do I think I'm intelligent? If you find access to the intelligence there is, you can function in a phenomenal way. But within this bone box, if you think everything that needs to be there is in this, then all you will do is suffer your intelligence. Now you think a mad elephant is easier to handle than your mind, so you must be madder than the mad elephant? I don't know who said that, but for me, my body, my mind is never a problem. It always cooperates, because that's what it's supposed to do. My body and my mind should take instructions from me, only then it's a useful instrument. If it start doing its own things, then it's a nuisance. And this is what is happening to most people, that their mind is the biggest nuisance in the world. They would be better off without a brain. Yes. If you remove half the brain, everybody is going about struggling to be peaceful. You take away half their brain, they will sit here peacefully, very peacefully. So is that the goal I'm asking? There is a possibility, that is, if you do not harness that possibility, it becomes a major problem. And you don't know how to harness it because you do not know whether it's a horse or an elephant or a cow or a deer. When you do not know the nature of something, how do you deal with it? Suppose, right now here there's a cup sitting here. In my mind, I think this cup is 3 feet in diameter. Now I will try to lift it like this. How much ever I do, this cup will not come in my hands. Now I think this cup is a serious problem, because first of all, I have no perception what the cup is. Right now, that's all the human problem is. They have no understanding of what their mind is. They're trying to analyze the content. Content is what you picked up, isn't it? Content is what you picked up in terms of life's experiences. This content is of no use. You can distance yourself from it very effortlessly. The problem is the nature of the mind. How does it function? What is the basis of its existence? If you do not comprehend the nature of the mind, well, it feels like a mad elephant, why not? And you believe you can handle a mad elephant? Then you've not seen one, I've seen. One, oh, you don't want to be anywhere there. When an elephant goes mad, when it goes amok, oh, you don't want to be there anywhere in 1 kilometer.